Well, my name's Peter Gelding, and I've been in this area for about 9 years now, and I've come to grow to love the environment that we live in, the bush that we have, and the wildlife. I'm a family man. I have 4 kids and 9 grandchildren, and so I have my work cut out in other areas too, but I'm so grateful that we're so privileged in this area in Ipswich. Yeah, so we are very blessed in Ipswich. There are at least 50 birding places just in the Ipswich local government area that have a record of over 100 species of birds in each one. Here we are at Possum Creek Parklands. We have 131 species seen over the years here. Possum Creek Parklands has this creek running through, and we've got this riparian vegetation which is beside the creek. And also we've got dry sclerophyll forest or eucalypts, plenty of trees, some very mature ones, and even some remnant rainforest. The most interesting bird that I've seen here is called a noisy pitter, which is a rainforest bird. You'd expect to see it at Lamington National Park, not here at Brookwater. You wouldn't probably see it very often here, but it was here. So we're very blessed to have a wonderful ecosystem and an incredible variety of wildlife, plant life, which I'm told, it's not my specialty area, is numbering over 430 species of plant life. So it's up to us to see that we keep as much as possible of this preserved for future generations. So a couple of years ago, they decided to double the sewerage through this area because of the increasing population. So that required putting in a whole separate lot of pipes. But instead of sort of making a nice little corridor, they put a 50-metre sway right through the middle of the bush. From here all the way back to the dog park. We're talking about 1.5–2 k's of this sway right through, and it's just a scar. Some of it's growing back as weeds, so you can see a lot of weed growth, and of course hopefully there'll be some natural revegetation eventually as well. But you know, it seemed to me at the time as a non-professional that it was a little bit overdone, and as we can have a look later on, there's an area where they have not rehabilitated as they promised to do.
Bird watching?
Well, bird watching came to me quite late in life there. Basically, I was like anybody, you know, oh, there's a bird, that's a magpie or something. I didn't really have a lot of interest. But I happened reading the Bible one day and I came across the King Solomon. King Solomon, one of his claims to fame was that he actually catalogued all the plants and animals. And I thought, something just went off in me. Oh, this is important. The thing was, when that happened to me, soon after, birds just came appearing to me. And I felt like at the time that they were sent by God. All these things came to me, and at the time, in my early 30s, this seemed really significant to me. And suddenly I had this love for nature that I hadn't had before. In my eyes, of course, as I've mentioned, I'm a Christian. Basically, it's God's creation. Everything has a place, everything, and the more you learn, the more you realise you don't know, and the more intricate things you find out about, the more amazing they are. And you find out there's no such thing as a bird brain. Birds are really smart. And you know, we've all heard of the crows and the magpies and so on. The magpies get a seed and they drop it on the road, the cars drive over it and break the seed open, and then they swoop down and eat it. Going on in the bird world that we don't really know. Well, you know, there's been a lot of support from the council in many ways, and I have to say there are some important things happening right now with respect to the forest that's part of this whole bush care site that we're involved with, and behind it as well. It's called Woogaroo Forest, and basically has plans that go back 30 years to clear that for development. The population that's grown up here and moved here now, we don't want that. We want to preserve more for ourselves.